have read them. Not just on social media. I've even have printouts here. I have read them. They're here. These are his dossiers. First of all, nobody has questioned the fact that he has ruled for close to 40 years. So all that has gone wrong with this industry has been done by his government. So that one we concede. And all that needs to be rectified must be done by him because he controls the state. Nobody's going to take that away from him. But then while he's doing that, he must know that we are aware of the failings of other sectors where he's been in charge. Can we appraise, for example, cotton over the last 15 or 20 years? Can we appraise gold, for instance? So I have read his document, and I concede he's responsible for all this. What has been right and wrong, he's responsible. But while he's trying to claim to rectify, he must listen. He must understand that there's nobody to defeat in this bill. Instead, he'll defeat himself if he insists. Whatever has been done under Operation Wealth Creation, remember my quarrel with him in the massacre? All the abuse to people bringing oranges in the massacre, you know, lemon and all that. So it's been a mess. And I think the efforts of private people, the efforts of individuals, the efforts of other agencies must be respected through a deliberate consultative process. That's what I can say about his dossier. For your view. But I have spoken about it to say that nobody should really put on tribal lenses to see this. We are talking about a commodity that midwifed this economy prior independence. And because largely the investiture activities of the crop was in Uganda, probably the people in Uganda have a fairer understanding of the intricacies of this crop. And even when it was abandoned and the coffee sector devastated, people in Uganda never abandoned this crop. The bulk of us proudly from coffee growing areas probably have been floating above the national per capita income average. And therefore, that's why we speak about it with a lot of nostalgic attachment. You know, that should be understood without really any qualms. You know, the attachment of the people is deep. Pre-independence attachment. But because other areas have started growing coffee, which should really be appreciated, do not take away that historical perspective. And any government in power must understand that even when the governments were on their own, people on their own struggled and clung on the coffee crop. That's why I said there is no presiding officer, whether the Right Honorable Anita Mong or the Right Honorable Thomas Taibwa sitting in that chair will be able to sanitize this deal, no matter. That's why the decent thing to do is the withdrawal of the same. Because tribal undertones should never see a space like a parliament, where members of parliament and everybody attached to parliament must tower above the pettiness of their backyards to see Uganda in one big mirror, not through the ethnic lenses. So some of us growing up with a cosmopolitan outlook are constrained to discuss tribes, even when we are strongly attached to our backgrounds. We understand that we are a nation because others are, not because we are. No, that's the difference. Some of us view these things. And we are never constrained when tribes raise their ugly heads. We are not vulnerable. You know, as a Muganda, I don't feel vulnerable. I feel strong in my skin. And therefore, I want to invite everybody to feel strong in their skins. If we all feel strong, we shall come on the same table as citizens and discuss matters of this country without sentiments that run back our small, bloody streams. The debate is still alive. I'll debate. Unless as a senior journalist you have forgotten the processes of making a law. It's not closed. I'm around, and raise my issues. So the seal time, probably it was also good that I was not around. When will others be heard? Some people had a chance to speak for the first time in Parliament. When some of us are around and overbearing, others hardly get space. It is as well good that other people's views are heard. My views on this sector were heard on the Pineti issue, which I led commandingly, and the movers disappeared. They could return differently. But I'm around. And I don't think it is personal and it's about me. We have equally other senior legislators around. Probably the tasks are different. My approach to certain issues is different. But that is me and that is them. But ultimately, we're scoring the same net, and therefore should be able to pass on the ball to each other with a goal of scoring, you know. But ultimately, on such national issues, nobody should be seen in a mirror of a loser or a winner. The country must win.